Sanarado na Jesus ani daranay kanahuna dar Allah gunahuna amen. Amen, amen. I say to you, truly I tell you, I am the names of the world. All the names that you are carrying and every personas, I am this. Zion Kodesh. Ruach means a spirit that been immortalized. Immortalized means from the immortal, from the spirit or no flesh, no form into physical. Symbol of when I died 7 years ago, as a work of the hands from David's souls and spirits, as he was the Saint Raphael or King of Hades before time. As in the beginning, humans like this. If you knew the story of Titans, story of Buddhism, Hinduism, and the Norsian, that is the four corners of the earth. The true story of Akashic is the Tara Buddhi and Lord Buddha, which is also who was the Rahu, or what you know in the world, Lord, the King. But 7 years ago, we've been swapped into what we truly are I would just say into what we truth, like he becomes true, I become truth, as the way and the life. And that from the way and the light, the way, the truth, and the life, or light, because life is Light. It's light actually. Life in this end is because I'm the giver, the tree of life, the giver. In the beginning is a way. There's a meaning of that too, but as my father asked me to do the Proverbs 3:5-6 of the let not thine own understanding means. So this is what it's meant, really, why Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Actually, in Tetragrammaton, it is him. Him will make thy paths straighten. I am just translating from Tetragrammaton, Metatronic, vibrations, radiations, frequencies, souls, and spirits through the Pisik. Pisik is like a water anointing. Water anointing. Trust in the Rahu, in God, with all thy heart, and lean not on thine own understanding. It means that no matter what happens, always remember that God is in control. Whatever you do, if you trust in him, unseen or unseen, or to be seen, SEN, you will be guided. In Tetragrammaton, this word means you will be guided. You will be guided means like if I don't swap my souls into when I was inking in every nations like this, when the time of Jesus, I was the souls of Martha for my daughter or for my sister, because in heaven, like I said now my sister is my mom's she looking after, because like I said on the other record, I lost everything I have since the day I come to the wilderness to carry on the work of the hands, as I wasn't pleased to see the world. So as father was really had enough, which is the reason why my son, who was snatched into his throne, there's a story into that why about tidal wave as well. Tidal wave, which is, it's already, I've been seeing today, and it's almost, it's really, really scary. Humans, it's gonna happen today. So, so many things coming to the world, but humans still have enough. There's only a few that I can hear through me. So, So, true story of Akashic is the Sanskrit and the Lord Buddhi. Buddhi, it's in the world you call it Buddha. You know, same people, same God, same Norsians, same, all this, just the shepherd into this end, Catholic, Romano. You know, shepherd. That is the meaning of a shepherd. From the beginning, Norsian, Titans, Greek, mythology, Old Earth, until it becomes Judah, until it becomes now Jerusalem, ending. I say Jerusalem because J is Genesil Susua, which I've said to you in my record before. You know, Genesil Susua, because every name that's given to me has its meaning. And this is how I reverse your words, you know. I make names to that. That is why your names, if you can puzzle your name, there's a meaning in every names. A liar, devil, Satan, whatever. What you can puzzle through that, and whatever you can puzzle in your name, you can search what is this means. What is like Metatron. In meta, there is meaning meta. Meta means a desk, you know, a desk or what you call software. You know, meta. Meta means the metals that are used in the MacBook, in your the hard disk, the hardwares. That's the meaning. And then there's also throne into that. Throne means gods. You know, because there's only thrones. There's only called thrones, gods. So, I'll tell you about the tidal wave next time, why he's really into it, you know. I'm just, in the beginning I was scared about this, and now I feel like I don't care anymore. I'm just worried about my dogs. You know, I'm just worried about my dogs, and but because dogs is very holy, humans, dog is very holy, and those brothers of mine that are here that are not, you know, all I can say to you is no matter what happens, remember that I will ask the King to reciprocate your souls and for you to be resurrected. For those who are been and has been with me throughout incarnation will be resurrected. You know, mark that word. But unless those people in this end did something to me terrible, you know, I leave it to the Father. That's all I can say. I leave it to the Father. So, the meaning of let not thine own understanding in all your ways submit to, because you don't know who is you're submitting to, you know. If you trust in yourselves, that you are trusting God, it means that the Father are guiding, you know. As raven of all race. So, when you say raven of all race, it is a lot of meaning to that as well. So, these words means to let not thine own understanding. No matter what happens, in all your ways, God is in control. Whatever you do, if you trust Him, unseen or unseen, there's two words, same, you know, unseen and unseen. To me, it sounds the same, which is angels don't like to hear these words because it's all the same sounds. It's the sounds that we are hearing, not the grammar, you know. We call gramma tetragrammaton only, nothing else, you know. UNSIN or UNSEEN, because UNSIN means flesh, you know. Flesh is because inside you there is the UNSIN. What is inside you that should be now UNSIN? The radiations. You know, the radiations. So, in tetragrammaton, this word means that you need not. Means you do not, in your world, you say it, you don't need, we don't say it the world, you don't need how to become, you know, you do not need how to become a grammar GURU, you know, but in tetragrammaton we say it that way. You need not. The very, very oldest ways of thou art, like how you say the word, thou art, thou art not. There's always like a Metatron tone. Thou art not, thouest. Thouest is when you say thous, thou, thouest, est, or whatever you pronounce it, because I cannot do this right now because I have my son with me. He is turning. He turns 23 this month. He turns 23 this month. So nararida na ko darali dara ko nara tus roh na dara hala roh no gro hulala haya kara uno to haya gunara amen. So na nagdeha dara unara hiha kara tenara sara unara. Amen, amen. My son is coming. So grandma, you don't need how to become a grandma GURU. I say grandma without R is because I am the R in it, so-called grandma, ma, with R, I cannot say the word grandma R because I am the marg, the ramarg, Mary Grace, Mary Grace, Elohia, Iheye, Kadeth, Kudeth, Kadosh, Kodesh, whatever in the world is, the word made flesh. Because I am tetragrammaton, grammarly mentioned daily as alphabet. Let not thine own understanding in a short explanation, it is like this. If you are not local much made from my living or from heaven where you were first come from, you won't and will not understand how and why I speak Kabbalism this way, or why I speak this way. Though I know I can speak the worldly so-called, but I do not follow that. I do not follow your world. I speak Kabbal, double-edged words. These words of I speak that comes out in my mouth. When you get it right, it is only one. It's just a word. But how I speak is a sword of double edge because I reverse this word. It is what you call grammar. It is what you call grammar, but when I point it out, you will all be dead. Why? Except if you have, if you are a non-bride of Christ, you won't live. It's the same as the coming of the King. If you are non-bride of Christ, or death of the Christ, the apostles, prophets, and saints, why the King become first is, for I to become the apostles, prophets, and saints, radiations, all that, so that I can deliver the word that made flesh. Word that made flesh is the angels, the angels, those who were killed in the Herod time, the angels that are working in the fields in this end, that been working with me, my brothers and sisters. The work that I'm carrying right now is the book that they weren't allowed to finish themselves because the Father is not allowing his sons to sin. His sons, meaning those who receive the body of the Christ, or what you call the spirits of gods in the beginning, when they come to the world preaching the word of God, the apostles, prophets, and saints. So, let na tayo ng understanding, it's like this, humans, basically like this. You are born and where you are. Let's say France, America, you can speak only your local language. Nothing else. You speak only your local language. If you are not born in some, like mine, I was born in Samar. It's an island. my province. I say province because that me to be called provident. Provident. And provident means, in Tetragrammaton Metatronic, it means provident, like, I have lived everything for the human's sake. I have lived, or L-E-A-V-E, I have left my richness to save the asses. It's like this. You are born in the country where you are, which is city of gods. City of gods. Why? Because in galactic humans, it is just a small province to us in where you are. Galactic is a big world. You won't have enough of million. There's no word to express of how long, even if daily you sightseeings, you won't have enough doing that. Why? Because everything in front of you looks great. Like my castle in heaven. On the top of my castle is formed as lotus, and it's all made of Bolayon golds. Down to the floor, and everything is crystallized. And then in the middle of that, there is a jade round table, or I say table because we have no world BED. Why? Because the world BED is only in the world. It sounds bad as well. BED, where you sleep. In the middle of that castle, my castle, as HaKodesh, or Kadosh, or whatever, Rouge, whatever you called me, there is a round big jade where I lay my head upon. In that big jade, on that, there is one point, like it's like a circle that goes round and round, like a hammock of the world, that when it goes round and round and round and round, it's a lullaby with me while I am laying in the middle of it, because through only that I can sleep. Through only that I can sleep. And its stands are made by golds and diamonds. The feet are made by golds, while the stands are made of diamonds covered by golds. For there are meaning of that, And you won't have a day to sightseeing. And if you are not, the meaning of this world is, if you are not made up or much made from heaven in the beginning, you won't and will not understand how I speak. It's like this. When you are not born in Korean and listen to their words, you won't understand it. Like or you watches a video and it's not your language that you knew. Though you try to listen to it, you won't understand it. You won't understand it. But you wonder, it seems like familiar to you. Why? Because it is your souls that in the beginning you were born in that place. Like I say, when you are not a heavenly speaking in heaven before time, when I preach this word, the Kabul way, not a grammar, even when I type it or post it and a way how I wanted it, you won't and will not understand it. Those evil will ask me to make my, put grammar, straight your grammar, do this, do that. No, I won't, because I don't listen to you. I listen only to those who sent me. The blood of the prophets, from the Father and to the Son and to the eye. That's the meaning of let not thine own understanding. If you are not born in that place in the beginning, if you did not incarnate in that place in the beginning, you won't and will not understand, because even your soul won't like to listen to it. I could listen any languages that I knew. Why? Even without translations, I listen to it, humans. Why? I let my heart speak. No, I let my heart speak. Because if you were made from that place in the beginning, you will understand their words, the language. Even in this end, you think you are just born in that place. You know, if you think, oh, I'm born in this, like I was born in Waray, W-E-R-E-Y, Waray, Yarao, means goddess. Goddess hearts, goddess people, goddess minds. You know, goddess minds. You have the same minds. You understand, even if my words is not in the way you like it, as what you call grammar, you will understand because you were in that body programmed from Metatronic words. You know, let not thine own understanding, let your souls be. Because if you were much made from heaven, you will understand how I speak. Sons of the Father, daughters of Amitabha. You know, the Anna Pinuel, the real M-E-R-Y, for me to become M-E-R-Y-G-R-E-C-E. You know, Mary Grace, Noisa, Patente charm. My name has lots of meaning. With that, there's a meaning, tetragrammaton. Grandma, Grace Mary, from the mother Mary to I to be called Grace of the Lords. You know, Grace of the King of all King. Grace of the, you know, from the, I would just say the apostles was graces as well. Graces to you for you to receive these words of God's that you are reading in your Bible, which is you just understand it just the way it is. Because you cannot think that every word has the same sounds. It is the sounds. Do you know that every time I speak, I am taking our souls back? As it is the word that does not go out empty. I don't like to listen my words, when I when I wonder why my records had the noises, and then I wanted to get rid of that, to take it off because I don't like it, but I don't like to edit because they like it just the way it is. You know? They like it just the way it is, meaning to say, humans, let not thine own understanding, because throughout, behind that, there is a Father that are guiding. It's the same of that word. If you are not born in that country, or you have not born in the country where I am now, or where you are now, because this is the word that God loves the most. Philippians. You know, Philippians is the words that the Father loves the most. You know, where all the prophets and apostles of this end, from the beginning, was born in the same place as I am, as we all are. Like, first we were in A. What is A? Aramaic language. Where is the Aramaic language? Jerusalem. Where was the next B? You know, Bahasa language. Indonesia. You know, that is where we were next. Where is the C language? What is C language? Spain. You know, C language is Spain, humans, is Spanish. Lullaby. You know? Where is the E language? Is spirit. That is the meaning of the word that made flesh, humans. Let not thine own understanding, because in the beginning we are. If you are one of us, you are and been, and you've been here and there and everywhere. In the beginning you speak. Isaiah, the angels speak the word that made flesh. What is the word made flesh? English, Aramaic, whatever. Spanish, Frances, all the languages of the worlds. I'm just burning them this. I'm finishing the works of the hands in this end because many of them have not been in this place where I am, San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, where the Father was. As Saint Joseph. It was a name that I made in the body. Because we knew already that the body of Anna Pinuel, who was called Mary, will be transgressed. So, I made a name that made flesh. It's just a name, like I said in my record before. It's like writing in a paper, but our paper, humans, is called Kurining. In Metatron, it's called Kurining, which means that with the flakes of the hands, because when we flake our hands, humans, it is a sands that will be scattered into it, a twinkling silver that will be made into flesh. And that is what I use for the mother to become my mother, which is right because she was transgressed. We see before you what's gonna happen to the world. Every time I speak this word, He is making your paths straight. Because in the beginning, your holy book, as you are yourselves, a body, a book that are unfinished. It is what He is preserving. He is preserving every time I speak this word. Let not thine own understanding, in all your ways submit to Him, because in the beginning you were with Him. Tetra and words speaking. As throughout incarnation, He may not and have not landed yet. He uses the souls of anything just to land the word that made, whatever I have incarnated for Him. Just as the souls of the prophets and saints. In this end, I am called Mary Grace Noisa Patente Charm, July 30, 1986, because all that are with me. That's the meaning of my name. All that is with me. The blood of the prophets and those who were slain on the face of the earth. The path that is straightening, finishing, preserving, literally preserving. Who can be? It's like a penny inside of a can, inside of a top of the can. Like a bottle top. Inside it, there's a penny, and you are asked, where is the coin? But you don't know where is it, because it looks the same. That is how we do things, humans. We gamble just to get what we wanted. Lives, immortality. Frequency. So that you may live forever and ever.